Hello, Eclipse74569 here. Here with the new-ish. It's actually Don's Light and Magic's old kit. Lake Monster Models has acquired the molds for it and is reproducing the 1 in 1400th scale Nebula Class conversion for the Enterprise D. I'm excited for this. It's mostly cast in clear resin, which is good for lighting. I'm planning on lighting this with LEDs. But here's my general review. It looks like a solid kit. One thing I do like about this kit a lot better than the original Don's Light and Magic kit, may he rest in peace, is Cass from Lake Monster has casted this in clear resin instead of the opaque resin that Don used to. And the reason I am excited for this is because finally I can go through and light the impulse engines, which are, if I can get this camera to focus on my phone, which it doesn't look like it's going to. Ah, there it goes. It's the extrusions here and here on the base of the saucer here. Those are the impulse engines that were on the studio model. So I don't know how I'm going to light this. I know I'm going to have to drill a hole somewhere. I might drill one single hole here for like a jumbo LED. Hopefully the brightness will reach all the way out to the impulse engines. And I'm excited for this because, yeah. Before Don passed away, I was going to buy a kit from him and ask him to do that specifically so that I could do that. But other things that I'm planning on doing, there's a lot of detail on here. I'm guessing the way they did it with this, I think this was like made from the Warp Models kit, the Honshu variant. They left the ridged detail on here. You can't really see it because the camera is on my phone. I don't have a fancy camera, folks. Sorry. The ridges like where the Aztecing is supposed to go, like the original Enterprise D kit. I'm gonna sand that smooth. On here on the bottom saucer, they've got some detail, like there's a couple of escape pods on the bottom here. I'm going to sand down those escape pods because I'm going to do the same for the saucer here. I'm sanding everything down, all the detailing down, and I'm going to use decals for the escape pods. Deflector dish. I've already started on, as you can tell, I've kind of glossed it over with a little bit of gold paint. As I said before, this looks like it was molded originally from the Warp Models Honshu variant kit. They did this in clear resin, and Cass from Lake Monster has done the same thing here. However, looking on the studio model, and looking at this very carefully, I don't believe this is supposed to be opaque. I think this is actually supposed to be, shouldn't be transparent, it should be opaque. So what I'm planning on doing is light blocking this, and painting over it with like a gold color. Oops, dropped it here. And then that little oval in the middle here was intended to support the original AMT deflector dish. I found a replacement part for that on federationmodels.com that'll make it look more accurate to the actual studio model. The bottom saucer, I originally had put sorry guys, I'm sitting down as I'm doing this. I'm working on my workspace. I put the forward windows here from the original run from Don's Light and Magic, and plan on keeping it here. It's a little bit crooked, but I don't think it's going to be noticeable once it's all finished and done. I'm planning on keeping it on there, even though it's not on the original filming studio model. But what I'm going to do with this bottom saucer is I'm going to take some JB Plastic Weld, and it's like a little tube of stuff that you use for like boating and whatnot, to plug holes and whatnot. And you just what you do is you just cut a piece off, roll it around with your fingers, and then you can use it as a putty. So what I'm planning on doing is filling all of the indentions except for that one of course, since I said I was going to leave it, and then these two, so that most of the saucer is actually, bottom saucer is actually going to be smooth. The base of I originally intended on this being like separatable from the Enterprise D via magnets. My plan here though, since I cut off the little support for the to attach the saucer to the secondary hull, I'm planning on just drilling a hole here somewhere, and using brass tubing, which will be held by JB Weld and CA glue, Sienna Acrylate or Gorilla Glue, to kind of hold it in place. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom saucer here. That's going to attach that way, and I'll JB Weld it all together so that it's all one piece. I might fill in the gaps here on the bottom saucer too, so that it's all one piece. The other thing I'm going to do is there was no impulse engines on like this on the original studio kit. This was all just one solid piece, and I'm planning on probably 3D printing it, but I'm probably going to fill this in with a little, just 3D print something that kind of go into place here to kind of make it a little, make it round, completely round. As I said, the impulse engines are right here on the base of the saucer, these little squares here. So that is pretty much it for this. I am planning on putting navigational lights here. I am definitely going to figure out how to light these babies, the torpedo launchers for the weapons pod. All of that is coming. I'm even going to sand down the detail on the nacelles, like I've already started here. I'm going to sand a little more on this, just to get rid of all that raised detail, and then I'll polish it off and sand it smooth. Don't know if I'm going to put the if I'm going to cut this out for the nav light, like they did on the studio model of the Enterprise D. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm still deciding on that. You can let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's it. This kit is going to be solid. I'm going to enjoy putting all of this together. I don't know when I'll get back to you guys with an update. Like I said, I'm still trying to saw off the supports, the flash and all that good stuff for these so that I can put them together. But yeah, this is going to be a good solid kit. I'm enjoying this so far. I don't know if I'm going to use these. These are the pylon. These are the nacelle supports. This one is a little bit taller than the other one, so I might sand this down just a tad to get it match this one accordingly. It's got the Shuttle Bay here, and a lot of the pod details right here. I'm still have yet to drill the, oops, wrong one, drill the holes for this and this so that I can put the lighting through. Don't know if I'm going to use a plug or not for this, but as always, they have a little hole here that you can drill out for the base. I'm planning on using that. I might make the hole a little bit bigger to kind of support it better. But yeah, nah, that's the plan with this kit. I'll keep you guys updated. And once I get a workshop going, I'll let you guys know. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys, and goodbye.